Dead man with cryptic note, December 1st, 1948. Somerton Beach, South Australia. Dawn breaks on a postcard scene, waves gently lapping the shore. But this idyllic image is shattered by the grim discovery, nestled against the seawall. Man, impeccably dressed in a suit and tie, slumped lifelessly in the sand. He's meticulously groomed, yet his face is serene, almost unnervingly peaceful. Locals and police converge on the scene, a whirlwind of whispers and speculation in the otherwise quiet morning. The scene is baffling. No obvious signs of violence, no witnesses, and no identification. Just a man alone on a beach with a secret clutched tightly in his pocket. A secret that would ignite one of Australia's most enduring mysteries. The initial investigation yields little. The man is approximately 40 to 45 years old, of European descent, and in good physical condition. His suit is well tailored, but the labels have been carefully removed, suggesting a deliberate attempt to obscure his identity. His pockets contain a half-smoked cigarette, a used bus ticket to the city, and a pack of chewing gum. Mundane items, offering no clue to his purpose or origin. An autopsy reveals no immediate cause of death, but the pathologist notes several peculiar details: dilated pupils, internal organ congestion, and a general lack of explanation for his demise. The lack of any clear narrative only deepened the mystery, sparking immediate concern among the authorities. The man's unknown status suggested a dangerous and complicated element at play. Days turn into weeks, and the Somerton man remains unclaimed. His fingerprints are sent across the globe, yet no match is found. The local newspapers dub him the Somerton Mystery Man, and the case captivates the nation. Theories abound: suicide, murder, espionage. The Cold War is looming, paranoia is rampant, and the idea of a foreign spy meeting a clandestine end on an Australian beach is tantalizing. If unsubstantiated, frustration mounts as investigators chase down dead ends and wild goose chases. The police are under enormous pressure. The public's imagination is running wild, and the lack of progress only adds fuel to the growing fire of speculation. But one object will change everything. A crucial discovery is made during a second, more thorough search of the man's clothing. Hidden in a small, sewn-in fob pocket within his trousers, investigators find a tightly rolled piece of paper torn from a book. On it, just 2 words are printed in elegant script: Tamam Shud, Persian for ended or finished. The phrase is traced to a rare edition of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam *, a collection of Persian poems celebrating life, love, and the acceptance of fate. The discovery injects a new sense of urgency into the investigation. It's no longer just a case of identifying a body, but of deciphering a message, a cryptic clue left behind by a man who seems determined to remain anonymous. The search for the book from which the Tamam Shud paper was torn becomes a national obsession. Bookshops are scoured, libraries are meticulously checked, and the police appeal to the public for information. Weeks later, a man comes forward, claiming he found a copy of the Rubaiyat * in the back seat of his unlocked car parked near Somerton Beach. Crucially, the page containing the phrase Tamam Shud is missing. Inside the book, investigators find faint pencil markings, seemingly a coded message. A series of seemingly random letters are scribbled near several pages. A phone phone number is also present. The discovery adds a layer of intrigue that pushes the investigation into uncharted territory. The phone number leads to a young nurse named Jessica Thompson, who lived near Somerton Beach. When shown a plaster cast of the Somerton man's face, Thompson appears visibly shocked, but denies knowing him. However, her behavior is evasive, and investigators suspect she is withholding information. Her story is inconsistent, her manner nervous. Thompson admits owning a copy of the Rubaiyat Asterisk, which she claims to have given away to a soldier named Alf Boxall during World War II. But then a massive plot twist. Alf Boxall is found alive and well, and still in possession of his copy of the Rubaiyat Asterisk, complete with the Tamam Shud page intact. This revelation throws the entire investigation into chaos. Jessica Thompson becomes the prime suspect in a potential espionage plot. Was she involved in a clandestine operation, and the Somerton man a casualty of Cold War tensions? Her connection to a mysterious soldier during wartime only deepens the suspicion. The coded message in the Rubaiyat Asterisk is subjected to intense scrutiny, but remains stubbornly undecipherable. Cryptographers from military intelligence are brought in, but they can't crack the code. Some speculate that it's a one-time pad cipher used for secure communication, but without the key, it's just a jumble of letters. Frustration mounts. The investigation circles back to Jessica Thompson, her secrets tightly guarded. A closer examination of Jessica Thompson's past reveals a complex and intriguing figure. It is discovered that during the war, she had ties to individuals suspected of communist sympathies. This revelation casts a long shadow over the investigation, raising the stakes even further. Was the Somerton man part of a network of spies operating in Australia? Was Thompson a double agent? The political climate of the time fuels the paranoia, with the Cold War casting a long shadow over every aspect of life. The investigation deepens, moving further away from a simple death and more into the realms of international espionage. Adding another layer to the mystery, investigators learn that Jessica Thompson had a son, Robin, who was born not long after the war. Astonishingly, Robin bore a striking resemblance to the Somerton man, particularly in his facial features and the unusual absence of his upper incisors, a rare genetic anomaly also observed in the deceased man. This revelation raises the possibility of a secret affair, a hidden connection that Thompson desperately tried to conceal. Could the Somerton man have been Robin's father? Was he silenced to protect a clandestine relationship and a dangerous secret? The investigation turns personal, focusing on the human drama behind the cryptic clues. Despite intense scrutiny and persistent rumors, Jessica Thompson maintains her innocence until her death in 2007. She takes her secrets to the grave, leaving behind a legacy of unanswered questions. Robin, her son, also passes away, further complicating efforts to unravel the truth. The coded message in the Rubaiyat Asterisk remains uncracked, a silent testament to the secrets it holds. The Somerton man's identity remains unknown, his purpose on that beach a mystery lost to time. The case fades from the headlines, becoming a cold case relegated to dusty archives. Years pass, and the Somerton man becomes a legend, a symbol of unsolved mysteries and Cold War paranoia. Amateur sleuths and online detectives continue to pore over the evidence, dissecting every detail, searching for a breakthrough. New theories emerge, ranging from elaborate espionage plots to simple cases of mistaken identity. The case continues to fascinate, drawing in new generations of investigators eager to solve the seemingly unsolvable. The internet age brings renewed interest, with countless forums and websites dedicated to unraveling the truth behind the Tamam Shud mystery. In 2021, a major breakthrough occurs. The body of the Somerton man is exhumed from its unmarked grave in West Terrace Cemetery. The exhumation is authorized by the South Australian Attorney General, driven by advancements in DNA technology and the unwavering hope of finally identifying the enigmatic figure. Scientists extract DNA samples from the remains, hoping to match them with potential relatives. The world holds its breath, waiting for the results that could finally unlock the secrets of Somerton Beach. The possibility of revealing the Somerton man's true identity hangs in the air. In March 2022, forensic genealogist Colleen Fitzpatrick and medical physicist Derek Abbott announce that they have identified the Somerton man as Carl Charles Webb, an electrical engineer from Melbourne. Based on DNA analysis of hair samples taken from the plaster cast made in 1949, the team painstakingly built a family tree using genealogical records and DNA databases, eventually tracing the Somerton man back to Webb. A new revelation is made. The identification of Carl Webb brings a sense of closure to a decades-old mystery, but it also raises new questions. Why was an electrical engineer from Melbourne found dead on a beach in South Australia? What was he doing there? What was the significance of the Tamam Shud code? The pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place, but the full picture remains elusive. This provides new avenues to explore and research. Despite the identification, the circumstances surrounding Webb's death remain shrouded in mystery. While his identity is no longer unknown, the motive behind his demise remains unclear. Was it a tragic accident, a carefully orchestrated murder, or something else entirely? The official cause of death remains undetermined,